Cancer, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late June 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Cancerians out there. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going. My gods, talk to me. What do we got for Cancer here? What energies, messages, insights do we have? It is officially Cancer season, my friends, which is a beautiful time of year, right? Let's get this card going. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first one. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. Let's get it going. Let's rock and see what we got for Cancer. And while we get this first card out, I just want to wish each and every single one of you a very happy birthday. Okay, whether it's today, tomorrow, a week or two from now, I hope you have a fantastic one. Okay, celebrate happy and safe. It's a beautiful time of year, right? Let's go. Let's get this first card going for the Cancerians, please. There it is. Thank you. And I do believe this one showed up for the Capricorn Collective as well. And I'm very used to seeing this type of energy with water sign readings, like the creativity, the depth of it, the imagination. This is really a positive card whenever I see it. So regardless of what shows up within the reading itself, we're starting with a good silver lining. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the June subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk a little more in depth about this card. So if you look at the image here, in the center, we do see an art model posing for a painting or a drawing of some sort. There's sculptures, there's paintings here, all sort of different creative outputs happening. So that tells me in this time for Cancer, which is a very powerful water sign that has these creative juices flowing almost always, now is an amazing time to really express yourself in any form or fashion, whether you're going through great times or things are a little boring, maybe you're going through a rough one. Generally for water signs, and I'm a double water sign myself, we need some sort of creative outlet to get the energy out. Now, if that's not the case, remember, your mind might be going a little more. You might be having great ideas. So just know, like, you might have business ideas or just ideas in general that you might want to jot down when this card shows up, because there's a very fruitful mind at play. So we're just going to put this down for now. For some of you, might just be daydreaming a little more than usual. Nothing wrong with that. Let's get into tarot now. And I always say the first card here doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. Shuffle it up one time, see what we have for you, my friends. What do we got for the Cancers? My gods, the Cancerian Collective, as we start their birthday season. And yeah, while I shuffle this up and get it ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. I like the energy I picked up for you last week. The reading was titled A Massive Payoff. And the big thing I felt was that there is something culminating, or if there's been something you've been working towards for a while, or putting a lot of effort towards, whether it's self-improvement or other things, it's like, all right, something is going to pay off. If you keep putting energy towards something, you will get that reward or that payoff, which is really nice. So let's see what shows up for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone that you're linked to. Let's get it going now. 3 cards here for my Cancerians in their birthday season. What do we got, my gods? What's happening? 3 cards for my good friend. Okay, we're starting fast. So we do have a tower. Okay, nothing to be super concerned about just yet, but we are starting very, very fast. That's the one thing that could tell us. Okay, and that could, again, just be that energy buildup. Let's not talk on it too much yet. Let's get a couple more cards out. And we'll start piecing this together. Ace of Pentacles. Nice. That's what I want to see after I see a tower, to be honest with you. So that's pretty good. Let's just get this in place. And we'll get your third card out. Okay. All right, this reading is going to be layered, that's for sure. And we have Judgment, so there is a lot of powerful energy in the spread for you this week, which could be a good thing, right? And now is an important time of year for a lot of you. Okay, let's go through and talk about this, because there's a lot happening here, and I'm feeling a lot from it as well. At first glance, I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. I'm seeing 2 extremely powerful energies, probably 2 of the most powerful energies bookending this reading with the Tower and Judgment. They are extremely change-based, and they're coming in hot, they're coming in heavy, they're universal energy, they're karmic energy. So it's like they're coming in hot. There's no slowing these energies down. The one thing I'm loving so far is that we have the Ace of Pentacles in the center. Okay, so for a lot of you, whether you've recently been through a tower or something's shifting, it might be changing in your benefit. Hopefully this Ace of Pentacles could be something great that you don't even see coming just yet. But let's go through and build this out piece by piece, because there's a lot of nuance and detail here. So position number one, we do have our good friend, the Tower. Okay, Scorpio energy. So you might be connected to Scorpio. Maybe you have some Scorpio placements yourself. And don't let the scary imagery fool you. I always say the Tower represents shock in one form or fashion. Now, of course, any tower could represent an ending, a closing, something where the foundation has been shaken up. So hopefully there's nothing that's really rocked your world in a rough way when this card shows up. I mean, some of you might still be dealing with the Tower or healing from it. But as I always say, not every shock is a bad shock. Not every explosive energy is meant to be a challenge or a bad thing. Sometimes it could be things picking up steam rather quick. So in the positive sense, yeah, this could be a good shock or surprise. In the rough sense, it's like, yeah, something needed to come down. All right, or something needed to elapse. So it's a volatile energy. That's the one thing we will say. Again, this is also karmic. It represents the changes, the cycles we go through in life, you know, the never-ending beginnings and endings, the circle of life, right? So we're just going to put this down for now. We'll get into that much further when we clarify it, because I'm going to want more detail. Now, the one thing that I love is right next to this Tower, a card that could be perceived as an ending, depending. We have a brand new, fresh beginning with the Ace of Pentacles. Lovely. Now, I always say with all aces, they all represent offers. They all represent opportunities. The Ace of Pentacles is a golden opportunity from the universe. Notice that hand giving that pentacle. So it's like Spirit handing you something on a silver platter. Now, aces could also represent talking, communicating, messages, stuff like that. So the fact that it's in between the Tower and the Judgment card, yeah, there could be a lot of communication going back and forth with this energy. But at the same time, this could be something like, especially after a Tower, it's like, whoa, okay, where did this opportunity come from? Where did this offer come from? I didn't even see this at the moment. So this could be really good. Now, when we get to the challenges of aces, like they're mostly positive cards, but every card has a challenge. And this one would be that this isn't fully realized energy just yet. Yeah, it's an offer, it's an opportunity, it has great potential, but you have to meet the universe halfway. You have to pounce on this. You have to make action when we have any sort of ace. Okay? It's a limited time only type of energy. Now, moving to the back end, we have Judgment, which has a lot of very, very similar archetypes to the Tower in the front end. Now, Judgment could be literal judgments. There might be a situation where you're making a judgment call, or even an individual, depending. It's decision making and choices as well when Judgment is here. But a big thing I always speak about is it's Plutonian type of energy, where it represents shifting and changing. Not really stoppable either. Like, this is an energy, it's going to happen one way or another. Now, sometimes Judgment can come through when something swings back around, something returns, or there might be a choice in your hands to either let something continue or put it in the past. So we'll really want to see what's up with this. Now, when we get to the challenging aspect of Judgment, yes, it's also a karmic energy, just like the Tower on the front end. But a challenging aspect of it is, again, that it's an explosive, shocking type of energy. And there's a volatility to it. You know, even if it's something good, there's something unsettling about how fast it moves. So I want to dive deeper on all this, Cancer. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here. What do we got for my good Cancerian friends? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Tower. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Cancer, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, Tower time. What's going on? What is this Tower here? Thank you. Two of Swords, yeah. Catching you off guard, and I don't really want to call heads or tails yet on if this Tower is completely positive or a challenge. I feel like for a lot of you, it is leaning towards the positive with this Ace of Pentacles next to it. And it's given me the vibe of like, okay, well, if you don't make a choice or decision, the universe is going to make one for you. That's one message. I'll only take that if it applies. Like if you feel like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place with something, it's like, oh, well, I mean, you could do something about it, but either way, the universe is going to shake something up. There is this shocking energy coming in one way or another. Now, the Two of Swords, you see this person, they're blindfolded. It's a nighttime card. Sometimes it can represent confusion and indecision, but it is one of my biggest cards of mystery, the unknown, the unseen. So when I see a mysterious card underneath the tower, these two go together like peanut butter and jelly. So whether this is a shocking situation that caught you off guard, or a shocking action where someone acted in a way where it's like, where the hell did this come from? We'll see, because I don't yet want to say that this is a terrible tower. Like, to me, it feels like, okay, well, it might be a little uncomfortable, but there could be a very positive result coming in for you. So keep that in mind. But I do say, yeah, some Cancerians out there, you could just be dealing with a shocking situation of some sort. Okay, so let's keep moving forward, or something that at least caught you off guard. So keep your head on a swivel in the coming days and weeks. Be cautious. So let's get a little more detail. We're going to move in on that Ace of Pentacles. See, because I feel like this Two of Swords could just be reaffirming this tower action. It's like, oh, well, they don't see it. They didn't see it. They still don't. So maybe I'm giving you a heads up, right? Let's go in on that Ace of Pentacles. Let's go in on that Ace of Pentacles. Thank you. Beautiful. So it is good for a large majority of you. Large majority. And I will say this, if you are going through a painful tower moment where there was this situation, it needed to happen for one reason or another. Okay, and that might not be a comfortable thing to hear for whatever reason, but we have the Three of Cups underneath this Ace of Pentacles, a card of happiness, joyousness, merriment. You see these people celebrating, and I feel like this is absolutely amazing energy. So again, I know I already said, like, yeah, there could be a situation or something that catches you off guard. I feel for a large majority of you, this is either an offer or a win or victory that's like shocking. It's like, whoa, where'd this come from? And I saw this for a couple other signs this week as well. I feel like a lot of people are going to be caught off guard, but in a good way in this coming week, or even the next couple of weeks. This is really good. Okay, I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. Now, the Three of Cups could also represent friend groups, the circle of people around you. I do feel like there might be offers or opportunities opening up due to like some of the people you know, or like reconnecting with like your friend group, or just your circle of acquaintance is very important here as well. Okay, so just know that whether it's hearing from someone you haven't heard from in a while, that could be a possibility as well. But again, I feel like this, for a large majority of you, is a good tower. And even if it wasn't, let's say you have recently gone through a tower moment, I feel like the result of it, it's like later on down the road, you're going to see why that needed to happen, because it paved the way, it cleared the way for this beautiful energy in the center. So let's keep moving over to Judgment. I'm liking what I'm seeing, that's for sure. And for some of you, could be celebrating your birthday, right? With the Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, they're having a damn good time. Okay, so let's go in on Judgment, see what that's about. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. I like it. So why is Judgment here? Quick. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, my friends. Do we need to even say more? Just more confirmation from Spirit that you have a great energy moving towards you. And I love doing readings that go this far positive, because a lot of times I'm like, oh, well, this could go either way. I love this. All right. And again, karmic energy. We have 3 cards that are karmic in nature. And karma doesn't know, it's not always a bad thing. I know we always hear like out there in the world, like, oh, you get what you put forth, or people always get karma, and karma is a real thing, which is true in my opinion. But I also feel like it flows in a good way as well. It's not always a lesson or a punishment. Karma can absolutely be a good thing. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is my good luck charm. It is my 4-leaf clover of the tarot deck. So just know, like, whether this is a lucky break, a lucky bounce, or luck just being on your side, you might want to hit up the lottery, or like try your luck with something in this time. Okay, that's just the vibe. Obviously, don't take this as financial advice, but again, I just want to say, for a lot of the Cancerians, luck is going to be on your side in the coming days and weeks, regardless of what you're dealing with or going through right now. It's like we're shifting in a positive way. Again, with Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune, these are both very fast-moving, powerful types of energies. So for some of you, yeah, it could just be a very fast change. I mean, we don't even really need to expand on it even more, because we already have the Tower in the mix. We have Judgment, we have the Wheel. They're shaking things up. So just know, for a lot of Cancerians, like, there could be things shaken up in a very big way, and I think you're going to come out on the positive end of it. So let's go through and do a quick recap here. I like what I'm feeling. If you kindly look in the box, position number one, the energy could be so powerful that it's a little uncomfortable, but we have the Tower with the Two of Swords, so this could be a shocking situation or something that just caught you completely off guard. Okay, so just keep your head on a swivel. I also got the vibe of like, all right, well, if you don't decide, the universe is going to decide for you. That's only for some of you. But moving to the center, great energy. We have the Ace of Pentacles with the Three of Cups, very celebratory. I like to see it around your birthday season. I feel like for a good chunk of you, this Tower is a good thing. Okay, so like a shocking winner victory is on the table for a lot of you, and I think it's really nice. Moving to the back end, we have Judgment with the Wheel of Fortune. So continuing this theme, it's like Spirit's giving these messages very sternly to us. Like, hey, these energies are here. It's not just a one-off tower. Something's going to shake up big for you, but luck is on your side. That's the thing I'm picking up here. So I like it. It's powerful, but I like it. Please take a screenshot of that. Let's see what's in the shadows for you, Cancer. Let's shuffle it up here, my guides. Talk to me. What do we have in the shadows for my Cancerian friends? Please. And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing. So let's get you one. Oh, and yes, if you've made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, first card, let's go. What is in the shadows? It gives a little more detail. Quick. Five of Wands, a nice card of determination. Now, there could be certain situations you feel a little conflicted about in this time whenever the Five of Wands is here. Even though we have really great energy for the most part, the Five of Wands kind of fits in because you see these people, they're kind of battling each other. They're going to war, fire type of energy. So it could be Spirit saying like, hey, watch out for conflict, or don't get like sucked into other people's conflict. That could be a big thing. But the fact that this is a shadow card could say like, hey, there could be a situation or something where it's like you see the good in it, but you also see the challenge. I feel a very conflicted feeling about something. Okay, now that energy will resolve, especially since this is fire energy. It's not permanent. It's not going to be there forever, but it is showing its face. Now, for another portion of you, the Five of Wands is an extremely determined type of energy where it's like, okay, well, it doesn't matter what I'm going through, or it doesn't matter what the problem is. I'm going to see my way through this. Nothing's going to stop me, can't stop, won't stop type of energy. And that's an amazing thing, especially if you have that inner well of strength to keep it pushing, keep it moving. So really good stuff. I think your reading does skew pretty heavily towards the positive this week, Cancer. So my friends, that's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the June subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, my digital calendar is open on mastermetaphysics.com, so go ahead and check that out. And if you got your name in for the May subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after this weekend's readings. But for the June subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of one of my favorite decks, the Gilded Tarot Royale. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments if you could snap your fingers and visit anywhere in the world right now. Where would it be? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.